welcome back to another episode of The Real Podcast of Dallas, the little podcast that could. And we are back with, introduce yourselves.
I'm Miss Cindy, or I guess I'm just Cindy
Just
now.
Cindy, yeah, we've grown up.
We're Cindy. I'm Cindy.
And I am Maria.
Yes. We are back. This is we have a special show. We're earlier today than usual.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's a Friday.
Yes. And Cindy, it's good to have you back. You've been very
It's
busy.
good to be. Yes.
We've missed you. We've missed you so much.
Oh, I've missed y'all.
Yes.
It's nice to be back here.
It's good to be back in the studios of the little podcast that could. And we are almost at 1,000 downloads.
Yes,
for
we
the
are.
little podcast that could.
That's so awesome.
Isn't it great?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about we'll celebrate when it's 100 downloads.
Right?
And we 5 months in, and now we're hitting almost 1,000. So hopefully with today's show we will cross that line. Because I'm excited about it.
Yeah. We
We're all
need
excited.
1,000 a week now.
Well, the goal is to have 1,000 a day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, 1,000 a
And,
day.
yeah, we're gonna get that.
Okay. I know we are.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've put little. I'm not gonna put little effort. We put a lot of effort into it, but because this is done, with very little time.
It is.
So we got to put more time into it to, get out there, and we need to do more shows with other people.
Yes, we do. And we need to have more guests. We don't have any guests today, but we for sure need to have more guests. And for sure we need to do more than just, the one or two that we're doing a week.
Yes. So they're listening to us everywhere. They're listening to us in. Well, how can they get a hold of this little podcast, Maria?
So it's really easy. All you have to do is Google The Real Podcast of Dallas, and it's going to take you straight to our Facebook account. It will also give you links through YouTube, because we are on Facebook as The Real Podcast of Dallas. If you're not following us yet, please go ahead and follow us and hit like. And then, of course, you can always subscribe through Spotify, because you can find us on Spotify, on iHeartRadio. You can find us on Google Podcast, and of course you can find us on YouTube also.
Yes. And pretty much, if you Google us, we'll pop up. We're on several little platforms, so you'll find us on different platforms. I've been surprised at some of the platforms that we find ourselves in, so you never know. Just look it up.
Yes, and very interesting story is that at the very beginning I had to give a lot of details about how to find us. But now all you have to do is Google The Real Podcast of Dallas, and we will pop up.
Bam.
Yeah.
There it goes.
There you go, doubters. And, when I say that, it's just that when you meet people and, there's people that when you tell them you're doing a podcast, they're like, okay, yeah, how cute. And little do they know. But we have a good show for you today. This is our Mother's Day special.
Yes, our Mother's Day special. So
Yes.
this special podcast is dedicated to all the beautiful mothers in the world.
Yes. And it's a special show. We did one in Spanish.
Yes, we did.
We did one in Spanish, and how was that?
I think that one was great.
We got good.
We got a
feedback,
lot of good
right?
feedback. Yes, we did. Our followers were so kind to send us messages and to, be very grateful and let us know, what a great podcast they had just listened to. And for some of the people that I'm referring to, it's people who hadn't heard any of our other podcasts before.
Yes.
So the Spanish one, Mother's Day special, was our first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because for some people, the podcast is not something that they're used to yet. They're used to radio.
Yes.
We kind of have the format, a radio station style, only because it's familiar. So we are celebrating Mother's Day. First of all, happy Mother's Day, Cindy. Happy Mother's Day,
Thank
Maria.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are out there. And we did something interesting. We have requests.
Yes, we do.
And I like when we do that. We did that with the Spanish one. Surprised Cindy, the kids surprised us with the
Oh my
the
goodness.
song. I said thongs, songs that they were requesting because, you know, people say, and even in this field, that, you know, the youth, they're disconnected. Liars. They're not. They're very connected. One of the things that one of the kids, you know, every time we're on the Zoom with them, they always say good morning. They always say thank you.
They always ask, how are you doing
Yes.
today, Miss Maria? How are you doing today, Mr. G?
Yeah, and then they even say, one girl said, God bless you.
Oh, yes, she did.
She said, God bless y'all. And I was
Yes.
like, wow. So, contrary to what you think, other people, kids are approachable. We just have to reach out to them.
Yes, they're just waiting for that opportunity where a grown-up is waiting to sit down next to them and actually hear them and
Right.
and listen to what they're feeling, to what they're thinking. That's what they're looking for, and I think, you know,
Attention.
yes,
Yes.
attention,
Adult attention.
Yes. And this is our
Positive adult attention.
positive.
Exactly.
That's a word. Positive adult attention.
Yeah, we're going to show people that, yeah, you can be positive. We're going to show people that, yes, kids are ready. They're connecting with us. And this is your first drug-free podcast where being drug-free is cool again. So, how do you want to start? So we just get in there. We just start it with a dedication. First of all, do you guys want to dedicate anything to anybody before we start?
Well, I just want to acknowledge all the moms out there because, you know, we say it so trite, like when we say that parenting is the hardest thing,
Right.
but it really is difficult to be a parent, and
Very.
being a mom is challenging because, believe it or not, moms feel your pain. We feel your pain, and we want the best for you, and we
Right.
want to protect you, and it's the hardest thing to step away and let you discover life on your own.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. But, you know, when you have a baby, it's like letting your heart walk around outside of you.
Right.
My daughter is my heart.
Oh, Cindy, that is so beautiful.
And so sometimes when she's going through something painful or tells
Right.
me something, I'm just so glad I wasn't there to see it,
Oh,
because it would just break my heart.
right. Right. Nothing like a mother's love.
And
No.
I think as a mom, I can tell you, like, you know, what Miss Cindy just said, it's so true. We
Right.
feel that pain, you know.
Absolutely.
I give my daughter and my son, you know, a ton of advice all the time, you know, always thinking, you know, like, I just don't want you to get hurt. I just don't want you to get
Right.
hurt. But of course, you know, each of them, you know, have to, you know, fight their own battles. And a lot
Right.
of times they just come to me and say, and let me know, like, you know, they come to me crying and this happened. And so I'll have to remind them, remember when we talked about it? Remember what I said? And I always let them know it's part of growing. And this experience will only make you stronger, and you'll be able to figure it out, you know, because that's
Yes.
what we're doing. We're trying to guide them in the best direction possible so that when they become grown-ups and they're the adults, that they're
Right.
able to make the best choices.
Right, right.
So that was advice from two mothers.
And
that in
moms
the
are
studio.
not perfect. And sometimes moms can be
True.
in bad moods, grumpy,
Yes, grumpy.
and cranky.
Yes.
Stressing.
Sometimes they can be selfish,
Judgmental.
judgmental. They can be all those things.
Yes.
But their love is real.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes. So this is going to be a very special Mother's Day because we have several requests, and we're going to try to honor all the requests.
Yes.
All the requests. So we have to start off with. You want to just read off the ones? So we were talking to some kids, and they wanted us to say some requests. So you want to
So we do some of the kids, these kids are really, they didn't have a song that they, offered to us, but they did want to make sure that we, gave a shout out to their mom and to let their mom know that they love them and that they wish them the happiest Mother's Day ever. And this is to Ana Cortez from Elisa at Griner Middle School, to Adriana Gonzalez from Arrodi Espinosa at Griner Middle School, and to Ruth Delgado from Vincent Delgado from Griner Middle School. They love y'all very much, and they want to wish you the best Happy Mother's Day ever, and they also want you to enjoy this podcast.
Yes, this is dedicated to you, moms. The little podcast that could. The real podcast of Dallas, celebrating Mother's Day. So we have a request. So we're going to honor the request. Do you want to say who this is from, Miss Maria?
Okay, so we do have several requests. This is from Jessica Perez to her mom, Stacy Medina, and she wants to dedicate "Because You Love Me" from Celine Dion.
Oh, that's a great song.
Yes.
Very nice.
That's a good dedication.
Yeah, this is to Stacy Medina from your daughter, Jessica Perez.
Yes. And
You did good, Jessica.
Yes.
Very good. Very nice.
And Jessica Perez has shared with me that, she is who she is because of her mom, Stacy Medina, and she thanks you for all the support you've always given her.
You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me, lifted me up when I couldn't reach.
I never thought of this song as a song for moms, but it's perfect.
Yes, it is. Very perfect.
Because you love me. You gave me wings and made me fly. You touched my head, I could touch the sky.
We have this one was dedicated on the Spanish one.
Yes, it is dedicated on the
very
Spanish
popular.
one.
I like that.
Well, Celine Dion is very popular.
Of course.
I had your love, I had it all. I'm grateful for each day you gave me.
Imagine all the diapers mothers changed throughout the year. Wow.
But I know this
Way too many.
Cindy has the VIP
was I was
concierge coffee.
That's right.
Yes.